What's up, party people? My name is Darrel Wilson, and today in this video I'll be showing you how to use the Elementor theme builder. Now, I recently made a video on how to make an e-commerce website with Elementor, and in that video we used the theme builder for that specific tutorial. So I'll be taking that specific part of the video and putting it here. So after you watch this and you understand how to use the theme builder, and if you want to create an e-commerce website, you can go ahead and check out that other video. But with that said, let's get started with the tutorial. So let me explain the theme builder. Every theme for WordPress has a preset style for your shop page and your blog and other various parts of your website. You cannot edit these normally, and these are pre-built by the theme. That's why there are so many different types of WordPress themes. However, the Elementor theme builder allows you to build each page with the builder from scratch regardless of the theme settings. Basically, you can completely build any page from the ground up, overriding the theme settings, just in case you want to fully customize every part of the website with no restrictions. I find many people tend to do this because they want to match the color scheme and the design of the website so it all matches up in the end. Alright, party people, in this next section, I'm going to show you all how to use the Elementor theme builder, which will make your website look a lot nicer than it normally comes. So for example, we have this menu. Now with the theme builder, we can have a custom menu that we can fully design, making it look a lot nicer. Also, this is the base version of the shop. So without the theme builder, this is your current shop. You can't design it, you can't customize it. So we're gonna turn it into something like this, where we have this really nice banner, we have this really nice sidebar, and we can customize and design every part of the shop page. Also in this video, I'll be showing you all how to create a custom blog and custom blog posts using the theme builder. So for example, this is just my demo website, and let's just go ahead and take a look at my current blog. Now, this is the default blog, and as you can see, it's, it needs some help. It's not too stylish. So in this video, I'll show you all how to turn it into something like this, where it just looks a lot more cleaner. It matches the website. It's more welcoming. We have our featured posts here, and we can customize and design this page any which way we want. So I'll show you all how to create custom blogs and custom blog posts as well in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to take this base ugly website and we're going to convert it into the demo website, which looks a lot nicer. So first you'll go on over here to dashboard, and we'll scroll down and we'll go to the templates, and then you'll click on theme builder. Now Elementor just created this interface and I love it. It looks a lot nicer. So we have different parts of the website, like the header, the footer, the single product, and also the product archive, which is the product categories. So for example, if you want to have a different header like this, you will go ahead and say, okay, I want a different looking header. So you'll click on the plus icon. So now you can see that we have a large selection of different style headers that we can apply for our websites. So just to get started, I'll select this one that says, I think this is like modal. They're just using a bunch of demo, demo logos and stuff. So to insert a header, just click on insert. And now you can see that we have the header right here. So now we can go ahead and just build out the header normally like you would build any rest of the part of the website. So I want to stretch this out. I think that looks a little, there we go. So we'll go ahead and stretch this out. Also, we have this really ugly purple. What's that about? So I don't want the purple. I don't think the purple looks good. So I'll go ahead and just click on the any logo or anything in the menu, and then it's going to bring up the actual element that we're editing. So this is the nav menu, and we have the style. So I can click on the style, and then you can go ahead and design and customize this normally like you would any part of the website. So under topography, I want to use Poppins. I think Poppins is, it's what we're using. It looks good. Also, we have the hover. So the text color, I don't want to change the text color. I just want to leave that base. I don't want to, here we go. I don't want to touch that. And then the pointer color, I want to leave it as red, right? We're using red throughout the website. So now when I hover over it, we just have that red look to it. Okay, my bad. For text color, we got to make that black, guys. So, whoops. I won't even edit this part of the video out. I'll just leave it in there just to let you know that everyone makes mistakes, including me. So let's go ahead and take a look. So now it looks good. And yeah, that's all said and done. And then we have our logo there and everything looks good. Also, we can go ahead and edit this button. So now you know how to do this, right? Style, background color, and then maybe something like black, There we go. So remember, guys, I'm lazy, I'm very lazy. And if you notice, we have this other header and we have these other cool things on the top, but I don't want to have to remake all of that from scratch, because then you'll have to click on plus and you'll have to make the whole new structure all over again. So what you can do is kind of go and mix and match other blocks and add them to your header. So for example, I will click on this add template, and then I will scroll down and I will pick on this one. Okay, so we have this header. Now I just like this black bar. I don't want this other stuff because we already have this menu that we created. So I'm gonna delete this and say, you know what, I like this. Let's just put it on the top. Hold on, put it on the top, right there. There we go, put it on the top, and there you go. And now we can go ahead and use this and customize it and design it to kind of get this style. So what I'm saying is you can kind of mix and match different header parts. Just because one header doesn't have what you want, you can always grab other parts of other blocks or whatever you want and add it to your header. So now you know a little bit about how you can, design this and customize it. Let's go ahead now and apply this to our WordPress websites. So I will click on publish on the bottom left. Where do you want to display this? Well, since this is a header, I want to display this on the entire website, right? So right here we have entire website. Now you can also apply it to specific pages. So for example, we have singular, and then maybe I want to put this on pages, and I want to only on this the About Us page. I only want this header on the About Us page. So that's an example of how you can set conditions for specific headers. So virtually, you can kind of have any header you want on any part of the website. Now that's for really picky, annoying clients. So if you have those clients, I feel very bad for you. But what we're gonna do is just apply this to the entire website. I think we only need one header for the entire website, right? That makes a lot more sense. So the entire website, and then I will click on save and close. All right, it's updating. You can see on the bottom left, it's updating. Congrats, your global site is live. So what we can do is, let's just go back to our websites, and I'm just going to refresh this page. So I'll just refresh this, and voila, it appears on any single page. So the About Us page, the Contact Us page, it's going to carry and go throughout all of your pages. So that's pretty cool. So that's an example of the theme builder and what you can accomplish with it. So let's go back to view page. And also, don't worry about the demo websites, because I'm going to give you a package with the header, the footer, and all of the pages that you need, because I am amazing and you need to like this video. I'm just kidding. That sounds a little desperate there. So I'm not desperate. So let's go back to my website and go to dashboard. And we'll go down to the templates and go to theme builder. All right, and if you've noticed, we lost all this other stuff, so now we're kind of, we're on our own, but that's okay. Just click on the footer. It's saying no templates found. Do you want to create one? Yes. So you can click the plus icon here, or you can click the add new there. It is the same result. It takes you to the same page, guys. So yeah, don't panic. Don't worry. It takes you to the same area. So now we have blocks that have been loaded. So the same thing that we did for the header, you can do for the footer. So it's like, all right, cool. Which header do I or footer do I like here? And I chose this one. I find that the red was already, I kind of cheated. I cheated, guys. I'm a cheater. So I took the design because it's just simple and it already matched with the red. So I'm going to click on insert. And there you go. Now we have this footer. Also, if you get these little weird symbols, just click on the pencil and yeah, there we go. It's all fixed in. It's all good to go. Now, the footer might be a little different and might be a little tricky. So you kind of have to think outside of the box here. So for example, we have the, you're going to put like the contact us here, right? Contact us. And then maybe this can be like the shop page, right? So we have the shop, the about, the contact, and then you can go ahead and put whatever you want there, like for the social media icons. So what you'll need to do for the footer is you'll need to go ahead and link whatever you're typing to that specific page manually. So for example, over here on the same websites, I have the contact us link. So I'll click on contact us, and I'm going to copy this, go back here, and for the contact us, when it says link, I'm going to paste that in there. So what that means is when someone comes to the footer and they click on the contact us, it's going to take them to the contact us page, right? So there is a little bit of work that you might need to do, so it's not like, all strawberries. You have to kind of get your hands dirty here. So for the about us, you would do the same thing. So you'd have to go to the about us. Let's go to the about us. We will copy this and we will go ahead and paste that link right there. And there you go. So what I'm saying here is when they click on the contact us, it'll take them to the contact us. When they click on the about us, it'll take them to the about us page. Now, so on and so forth. So now you can go ahead and click on all of these and you'll go ahead and say, okay, for resources, I want to put the link here for the resources. Once you are done with your footer, you'll click on publish. And then we will click on add a condition. And the same thing. So where do you want your footer? Well, probably on the entire website, right? Now, there are instances where we're going to use these other ones, like, for example, the shop, right? So, yeah, for the header and the footer, generally, it's going to apply everywhere on your website. So you want to keep it consistent. So let's click on Save and Close. And if I scroll down to the bottom, now we have this new one. And look at that. If I click on the About, it takes us to the About. If I click on the Contact Us, it takes us to the Contact Us page. Okay, so now that you're getting the hang of all this, let's go ahead and show you all how to create a custom blog and custom blog posts. So let's go to our dashboard and we'll go to templates and theme builder. And this is the old interface. Guys, I'm using a different website, so if you do get this, just click on the try it now option and it'll display the new style. They're actually phasing out that old theme builder style because it's really old, it's really outdated, and this just looks a lot more nicer. So what you'll do is you'll go to archive and you'll click on the plus icon under the archive section. And here it'll go ahead and give you a display of blocks. Now I'm just gonna keep this very basic and just select on this one here that says the blog, and I'll click on insert. All right, so this is my current blog page, and what I'll do is I'm gonna start from scratch, so I'll just go ahead and delete this. Now, whenever you're editing custom post types or like your archive pages, usually there will be more elements. So here we have an author box, archive posts, and also archive titles. So for instance, if you wanna have the author display, you can just drag and drop the author, and then you can design this and customize this any which way you want. Now, if you wanna go ahead and just add your blog post, you can use the archive posts, or you can use the pro element of just posts. So for example, I'll just drop that in there. And I like to use the cards. I think that's better. What do you guys think? The cards looks pretty cool, huh? So yeah, I can go ahead and customize this any which way I want. And I can make this my new specific blog page. Now let's say, for instance, you want this to display a specific category for your blog. So let's say, for example, this is like the men's page, or it's a specific category of your blog posts. So what you'll do is you'll go ahead and click on the post element. You'll scroll down to query, and under the posts, you will include a term. Now you're gonna say, okay, so which kind of post do I want to display here? Well, I'll just display the uncategorized post because that's all I have right now. So this would be a way on how you can display specific posts on a specific page for your blog. And then you'll click on publish. But before I do that, I already have a specific blog page that I made. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and close all that. And let's just say you created a template, right? Something that you created somewhere else. You can go ahead and save that, add it to your library, and I will use my specific blog template. Now this specific blog template that I'm using, this is the Astra theme, and you guys can get this for free. It's included in their starter templates. Also, I do have a 10% discount for the Astra theme, and I'll put that in the description below of this video. It's a very good theme for Elementor. They really go hand in hand together. So I'll go ahead and just, here we go. We got my posts going on here. There we go. Posts, and then the same thing, cards, and then we can design this and customize it any which way we want. So this is now my new blog page. So let's assign it to my blog. So what I'll do is click on publish, and now it's saying, where do you want to display this? So let's click on add a condition, and I want this to be under all archives. So I'm basically saying I want this to be my default blog archive page by default. So that's it. And then click on save and close, and you're done. So let's go ahead and test this out. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and view the page, and there you go. So now by default, this is my new blog page. Okay, so now that we know how to create a custom blog page for the default blog, let's say, okay, well, how do I create the blog page for different categories? Because this is only for the blog. It's not for specific categories. So let me go ahead and run you through that really quick, and then we'll jump into the actual post section. So let's go back to our dashboard, and it's really simple. In fact, we're just going to duplicate the whole page. So under templates, I'll go to theme builder. I don't know why it keeps loading this old version, guys. I really don't know. I don't want to edit it out because it's just really frustrating, but I just don't know why they're doing that. So this is the default blog page, right? So let's make one more. So I'll go to add new, and I'll go to archive again. All right, and I'll go to my templates, and I'll choose the blog template again and click on insert. Okay, so here's my blog. Now I'm going to change this to women's section, right? Women's section, and then I will add in the blog posts. So I'll go over here to posts and just drag and drop those in there. So let's say, for example, I am a blogger and I specifically made categories, and I want those categories only displayed on specific pages, which a lot of blogs tend to do. So here you'll see I have 5 blog posts. However, these 2 posts are for the women's sections, like girly stuff and great tips to lose weight. So what I'll do first is I'll take this out of this ugly classics and put it into cards. And then I'll go down to the query section, and I want to include this by term. And for the term, I want to have women's category. So I made a category for women's. There it is. So the category women. So now you'll see that only the category of women will be displayed. So you see how the category right here, women, is displayed. So now that I've done that, I will click on publish. And under add a condition, I don't want to put this under all archives. I want to put this under categories. So this is going to be for the women's category. So I'll put it under women, and there you go. And I'll click on save, and there you go. So now let's go ahead and view the live sites. So now we have our blog right here, and you can see how we have 2 different categories. However, if I click on the girly stuff and I click on the actual women's category, you will now see that only the posts that are in the women's category will be displayed here. So you can have a category for men, you can have a category for losing weight, a category for this, and then you can create this specific template for that specific category. So that's how you would create a blog and also blog categories for your website. So let's say, for example, you also wanted to create a custom blog post for your post. So let's do that really quick. We'll go to our dashboard, and then we'll go to Elementor and, templates and theme builder. I keep getting that wrong. I think they probably should have changed that. And I'll do try it now again, because they keep asking me to go to the new version, and I have no problem with that, but they just keep asking me. So let's go to single post, and then I'll click on the plus icon. So with the single post, basically, I'm telling Elementor that I want this to be my new default post. So they gave us some posts right here, and let's just click on something more basic. I think this right here is very basic. Let's just do this one. These other ones are, that's just too much. Like this one, yeesh, that's too much. But I'm sure there's a reason for everything. I had a client who wanted me to build a website that was running selling tarot cards. So whatever. Everyone out there has different preferences and different stuff that they want to do. Okay, so we loaded this post. Now, what I'll do is I'll click on the Elements tab. Now you'll see on the left side how we have specific elements for the single post. So we have a post title, post excerpt, post content, featured image, and so on and so forth. Now, if I click on this image right here, this is not a real image. This is actually the featured image. So whenever you make a post and you have a featured image, the featured image will display here dynamically. The same thing for the title. So when you have a specific title, it will display here automatically. You can see at the top how it says edit post title. So these are not normal text widgets. They're not normal images. They're actually from this single post. So these are more like placeholders. So for example, this is your featured image, this is your author, and this is your title. And then if you want to know what these are, you can just click on it and it'll tell you right here. So edit the post info, and you can add the date, the time, the terms, and let's see what else we can add. The number of comments, and so on and so forth. So you can go ahead and customize that any which way you want. This is the post content. So when you're writing your blog post or whatever, this is where your content will be displayed. Now also you'll see how we have different elements here, like this, and then also this, which is the share button. So what you can do on your post is you can mix and match the elements. So you don't have to use only the single post elements. You can use all of the elements. So you can, customize this. Maybe you can add a button here, and then this will be like go into your home page, or if you want people to go to somewhere else, you can go ahead and put that link in there. And then below that, we have this comment box, and yeah, so that would be an example of your post. Now let's just say, for example, okay, well, Darrel, the template's nice and all, but how do I make it from scratch? And I'll make it really fast. It's really, really simple. So for example, we have our featured image, right? And then you can, change the size of the featured image if that's too big. If you want it to look, another style, you can go ahead and, decorate it or whatever it is that you do. And then we have the author box below that. Or you know what? Let's put it at the bottom. We'll delete that and put it at the bottom. So I want to put the post title, and I want this to be aligned in the center. And you can also go ahead and change the style and typography of this by default. So if your blog uses a specific font or a specific color, you can go ahead and throw that in there. Throw that bad boy in there. And then also we have the post excerpt, and then we have post info. Here we go. We have the post info, which is like the author, the date, and everything. And we probably want to center this, right? So we can line this in the center. And then, I can throw in some content. So the post content is where the actual content will be displayed. And yeah, that's basically it. And then, for example, let's just say, okay, so who wrote this? Well, let's add an author box. And under the author box, maybe we can have the, we'll do this first, post navigation, right? Actually, I think the comments go under the author box. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know if you're a blog expert. Here, we'll put the blog comments below that, and then we have the previous, and they can go ahead and, So what I'm basically getting at here is that you can design this any which way you want, and you can also customize this any which way you want. So for example, if you want to add in like a, this there, or you want to add in a box to somewhere else, you can just go ahead and just, put that in there and decorate it any which way you want. So that's just a quick rundown of how you can create a default post for all of your posts. So whenever you make a post, it will use this template instead of the theme defaults. So having a blog post that you use for a template is a lot nicer. It matches your entire website. You don't look tacky, and overall it just looks nice and matches the style and criteria of your website. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and apply this to our website. So I will click on Publish. And where do you want to display your template? So under Add a Condition, we have the all singular front page, and we also have posts. So let's keep this basic and apply this for all of our post templates. So I'll go ahead and click on Save and Close. Okay, so this is my blog. Now when I go to any post, they should all look the same now. So I'll click on this one here. And there you go. So if you are not human, please don't read this. And then we have this, this element here. And then there you go. And people can comment, and they can even scroll to previous posts or the next post. So let's go ahead and click on one more, a random one. 10 Things Girls Want From You. It's a very controversial post. So that's, the more controversial it is, the more clicks you get. It's just how it is, guys. It's really not what it sounds like. It's just whatever gets you more clicks, that's really all that matters. So now you'll see how it applies for every post. So congratulations. You guys now have a beautiful blog, and you also have beautiful blog post templates for your blog. So now that you know how to use the header and the footer, let's now go ahead and go back and let's do something a little bit more complicated, like the actual shop page. So it's actually not complicated. I just like to sound like I know everything, but it's not. It's the same thing, guys. So the templates, and click on Theme Builder. Okay, so we have the header and we have the footer that we created. Next, let's create a custom shop page. So on the left side, you're going to see Product Archives. Click on Add New for Product Archives. So there are some product archives that you can select with Elementor, and you can see that we can select this one or this one or this one. Now they don't really have a lot, to be honest, so that's why I created a separate one, because I feel like it's just not enough. It's not enough for you. So we're going to go ahead and build it from scratch. So instead of actually selecting anything, I'm going to click on Close. So now we're going to build the page from scratch. So what we'll do first is I'll click on add a new section, and I'll click on the plus icon. So taking a quick look at our other websites, hopefully you guys can tell what this is. So this is a text, and another text, and that's it. And then I just added a background image. So let's go ahead and make that. So what I'll do here is go click on the elements, and for the basic, I will grab a text, and then I'll duplicate this, and I'll duplicate it. Actually, no, don't only duplicate it once, because we're going to grab the other special text, which is under the pro element, which is the did I pass it, guys? Let's see, the animated headline. There we go. So animated headline. Now I know this looks ugly, but don't worry, because it just takes a few seconds to make this look really good. So for this one, I'll go ahead and click on it and align it, and the same thing. So for the text color, I will click on this and make it black. And then we need to kind of design it. So this will be Poppins, right? Good old Poppins. And the weight will be bold. And then I think I put here, let's see. Yeah, I put here, let it begin. Actually, I think I used it thin. So yeah. Let it begin. Wow. Can't even spell Darrel Wilson. There we go. Let it begin. And for the topography, I think I did make this a little lighter. You know, there we go. I made it around like 200, just to kind of, you know, not be so close to this other one. Also, you might tell that I made it a little bit bigger, and I think I added some letter spacing. So just a little bit of letter spacing. You know, just a little bit, just to kind of give it some distinction. So I think I set it at 1. Now I'm not really reading off a script, guys, so I'm just visually looking at this to see what it looks like, but I think you guys can tell, yeah, it looks like that looks similar, right? Next, we'll click on this one, align this to the center, and we will change this also to black, and we will change the topography to Poppins, and the weight will be bold, right? And then I put 50% summer sale. So here, 50% summer sale. You know, a quick tip for web designers, I don't know why, but we always capitalize the first letter of every word. It's just how it is. So I don't know why we do that. So there we go. And then of course you can, you know, if you want, you can go ahead and do uppercase or whatever you want to do. You can also design this, you know, and mess around with that. Also, I think I did add somewhat of a text shadow here. So I think I did add just a small blur, just a very faint blur. You can tell it's a very faint blur, just to make it, just to give it something. And then I put on the bottom, starts now. So here is starts now. You know, to make it look all cool. And I think it did underline zigzag. That's right. And let's go to style, color. We'll do red. Let's do a brighter red. There we go. And for the headline, we will do the text color as black. And then we will make this one also black. And we will make this one a little bit different. So for the topography, we'll also change this to Poppins. And I want this a bold. You know, I want it to stand out from starts from the different ones. So I'll make this bold. And for this one, I'll just change it to Poppins, but I'm not going to make it bold. So it's just going to say starts. And then now it looks, you know, like that. So what I'll also do is make this bigger, like that. And you know what I could do also? I could make this, yeah, let's make this a little bit thinner. So for the starts, we can make this just a little thinner, just to give the, you know, a distinction between the both. So that looks pretty good, right? Now the only thing we need to do is we need to add a background. So I'll click on Edit Section. Under the Content Layouts, I'll put Full Width, Style, and Classic. And I want to add an image. So the images I gave you in the folder should be there. So go ahead and select that specific image. It's kind of hard to see because it's a blank square. So I'll go ahead and insert that. Is it cover? Yeah, I think cover was the one I selected. Yeah, something like that. That'll work, you know. Now, one thing to note is I want some more space. You know, I want some more space on the top here. So I'll click on these 6 dots. I'll go to advanced. And I want to add some padding. So now you're going to understand what padding is all about. So I want to add maybe 30 pixels of padding on the bottom and on the top. So 30 pixels. So now you'll see that there's space. So now we can kind of breathe here, you know. So here you can see the space and also this space. This section, I'm going to give you in the template. It is a little hard to make. It does take a little bit of time, so I've given you that in the templates to save us some time in this tutorial. So the next thing that we'll do is we need to add the products. Now we also need to add a sidebar as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a 2-column row, and this section is going to be small, and this section is going to be a little bit bigger with all of the products. So let's go ahead and say, all right, I'll add a new section, and now we have structure. So now you can see, all right, now I kind of understand why there's different structures, right? So the structure that I selected was, I believe it was this one right here. And remember, you can always go ahead and say, you know what, I just want this to be a little smaller, you know, so maybe 25% of the page. And on the Elements tab, we will find Sidebar. All right, Sidebar. So we don't really have a sidebar yet. You know, we don't have one, but for right now, I'll just do WooCommerce Sidebar, and then we'll go ahead and add widgets to the WooCommerce Sidebar. And then over here, I will select in Products. And then drag and drop those products, those bad boys over there. And then we can go ahead and customize it and design it just like we did on the homepage. So that's pretty simple. In fact, maybe you even want to copy and paste it. You want to save those as a template and bring them over here, whatever you want to do. So the same thing for the style. We can go ahead and say, all right, the contents, the style, you know, we can just mess with these really quickly. And, you know, typography, we'll keep it up. The pop-ins. Don't copy my font, guys, all right? You got to use your own fonts, you know? It's my font. People are really like, that's my font, man. And I'm like, okay, like Montserrat, everyone's like crazy about Montserrat and Roboto. Like, come on, you know, I can use whatever font I want. So we have the, you know, we have the products. And then that's it. So basically what you did on the homepage, you can do on this page as well. So it's the same exact thing, guys. It's the same exact thing. That's why I kind of wanted to touch base with it on the front page, because now you know how to design all of this from the actual the shop page. So the star rating, we might need to have a color, right? And then also the empty color, you know, right? And then we have the button, which we can also have it as, we'll have the text as white, right? And the background as black. And then remember, if you want to create different categories, you can do content, but I don't recommend it on your shop page. I don't. So don't actually put categories on your shop page. If you want, you can, but we're going to create separate categories for that specific page. So yeah, click on Publish. Now let's say, where do you want to display your template? Click on Add a Condition. Now Elementor already recognizes that this is going to display in the product archives. So we want to put it as our shop page. So this is shop page. All right. So click on shop page and click on save and close. And voila. Now we have a custom shop page that we created. It's already looking beautiful. Now we need to add a sidebar because it looks so naked without it, right? So let's go ahead now and add a sidebar. So let's go ahead and go back here and exit to dashboard. And I'll click on dashboard. So on my demo website, I have filter by price. They can also filter by popularity and all these other things. We also have product categories and products, and also see our product where I have a video of a specific product. So I'll show you how to do that. So first, let's go over here and say, all right, so number one, filter products by price. Remember, we have that. So we can go ahead and take this. Now there's also, I think, a default one of filter products by attributes, by rating, and these other ones. So you can kind of check all those out. I have product categories. And we also have, let me go ahead, product categories. We also have products. So we have products on the bottom. You have to scroll down and just drag and drop it. And then we also have a video. So what you can do is just link a YouTube video and then put it in there. So I'll take the video and I'll leave it there. All right, so now what we can do is say, all right, we have all of these filters, we have all of this stuff. Let's now take a quick look and see what we can do to or see what happened to our website. So let's go back to our main website, and now I will refresh this page. And now you'll see that we have some stuff on the left side. So now we have filter by price, product categories, and we also have products. So if you might have noticed that these are blue, and the page builder cannot edit this. However, the theme customizer can. So click on customize, and now we're going to use the theme customizer to customize those specific widgets, because remember, these are actually part of the WordPress theme. So you see how that works? So it kind of, with a tug and pull right there. So I'll click on the filter by price, and now you can see that we have the WooCommerce sidebar. So this is currently using the WordPress theme. But if you want to change the color and everything, we'll go ahead and go back. We'll click on global and colors. For the base colors, I want the theme color to be black. And then I want the link color also to be black. And then I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so now you'll see that this is black, and now that makes a little bit more sense. And now we'll scroll down, and now you can see that we have a beautiful page that looks great, and you can see you can add more widgets. So you can just go through here, add more widgets, you can add more custom filters, and you can go ahead and have fun and knock yourself out. Okay, so now that we made a custom shop page, let's now create a custom shop page for the specific product categories. So if you've noticed over here, we have men's shirt. And if we click on men's and we click on the archive, the men's page still looks like this. Now this is going to be actually really quick. So all we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and take a copy of this, and then we're going to use that for all of our product category pages. So what we will first do is click on Edit with Elementor, and then we will click on the Products Archive page. So this is one way to do it. So on the bottom left, we can click on Save as a Template, and we can do the main shop page template, and then click on Save. I'm just giving you guys a few ways on how to do this, just in case. Sometimes when you're using Elementor, things might be glitchy, it might not work out. So for the main shop page templates, you can click on this and export it. So this is how you can export layouts and use them on different other websites. So for example, if you want to make another website, you can take this layout and then upload it to your other website. So I will click on Save File, and here is the file. So this is the JSON file that I need. So now let's go ahead and go back to the theme builder, and let's make the men's category page. So let's go over here to the theme builder. So right now you'll notice that we have the header, we have the footer, and then we have the Elementor Products Archive. So what I'll do is I'll click on Add New, and I want to do the Products Archive. So we have the basic blocks, but we can go to My Templates, and we also have the main shop page template, which is the Products Archive, or you can go ahead and upload that JSON file that you downloaded. Either way, I just want to show you that sometimes when you save templates, they don't always display properly, and that's just one weird thing I found with Elementor. So just keep in mind, this theme builder just came out with this new interface. So if you do come across bugs and glitches, don't panic, just work your way around it. So this is the main shop page template. I will insert it and click on Insert and say, yes, override all the settings. All right, awesome. So instead of the 50% summer sale, I will put men's products. And here, I probably want to only list the men's products. So I will click on this, click on the query, and include by term, and then also have only men's. So now I'm only saying I want men's products to be displayed on this specific page. Now, one thing to note is that if we shrink this, sometimes your page will not be displayed all the way. So you want to make sure that your page is always full width. So let me just quickly show you how you can change that without having to go back to the edit page and everything. So on the bottom left, we have this gear that says settings. For the page layout, you want to make sure this is always under Elementor full width. If this is under default, it's going to display this as a boxed. So let me see if I can show you there. So yeah, it's not doing it, but if I save it, it'll be boxed. So just make sure the page layout is Elementor full width. I just want to be very clear because there are instances where you upload it and sometimes it might not be full width. So this is full width. I think that's all good to go. So now we can go ahead and publish this page. So I will click on Publish. So where do I want to display this specific page? Well, I want to add a condition, and under Product Archives, I want to have it under Product Categories, and I want to select it under Men's. All right, and I think that's all good. And then I will click on Save and Close. Let it save. All right, awesome. So now it's saying our website should be, or the men's category should look like this. So we can go back to our websites. I'll go ahead and view the page. Go to home. So now let's imagine I'm going to the website again and going to the shop page. Okay, 50% summer sale. However, I want to go see the men's products. Men's products, I will click on this. Now you'll see how it says men's products and only the men's products are being displayed here. Really, really cool. Now we need to actually do the same thing for women's, but I think you get the point. I think you understand now how to do that. So I'm not going to do it for women's, but you will need to do it for every category. So if I click on women's, it's just going to be this really ugly default page. So you need to go ahead and add in that same specific product category template. Now that we've shown you how to do the shop page and the shop category pages, let's now talk about products. So if I click on a product, it looks default. There's not much we can change. Now this is not bad. This really isn't bad at all. However, let's say for example, we want to make a custom product page. Let's do that. So let's go back to our wonderful theme builder. So under settings, we can click on theme builder. That's a quick way to get there instead of having to exit out and go back to the beginning. So we have these templates here. So on the left side, we have single product. Let's click on the plus for single product. So here are some templates that you can use to speed up the process. So we have this elegant wedding cake and we have all of these other ones, but I want to go ahead and show you how to do it from scratch just in case you might not want to use a template and you don't really know what you're doing. So what I'll do is click on close. Now let's go back to our product here and I'll go to my demo website and simply click on a product. So let me explain what all of these are. So right here we have the breadcrumbs, we have the image title. So let's go over here and I will select a 2-column row, 2 columns, and I want this layout to be, well, let's leave it as box. I think box is okay. We'll click on the elements tab and now we notice that we have these different little elements. So we have like, product images, breadcrumbs, product title. So these normally aren't available when you're building the page. So what we can do is use these to build out our product page. So we have the breadcrumbs. I'll put the breadcrumbs at the top. The text color, I want it black. The link color also black. And I want to make this look a little bigger. So for typography, we can make the size a little bigger if you want to do that. And then also under the advanced section, I could add some space. So I want to add a little bit of space here. It's just a little too close to the top right there. So I think that looks a little better. And then on the right side, we have the product title. So product title, drag and drop, and then we can go ahead and design this, make it look beautiful like the other ones. So pop-ins, and then I'll make this bold, right? And then of course we'll make this bigger because that's, yeah, there we go. We'll do 30, something like that. And then maybe I want to add some padding as well. So I will add some more padding. Also, you can add padding to this whole column to make it look a little bit more even, but if that's, something you want to do, you can do that. So for example, I can click on this box and just say, I want padding for the entire, for everything. So if you want to do that, you can add padding, but I'm just giving you an example. Next, let's add in the product image. So I think you know what to do now, right? Product images. We can go ahead and select product images. And there you go. So we have product images, and then we can add stuff like the border type. We can add other stuff to it. So yeah, that's something that you want to add. You can go ahead and customize this. Even adding a border radius. Ooh, I think a border radius makes it circular. Let's see here. Does that work? Yeah, see how it's like circular? Yeah, so you want that look, you can go for that look. I think that's hideous, so I'm not gonna add that. So next we have the woman's white shirt, and then we have this divider. So what I'll do is just grab the divider and saying, all right, I want to put this under that. And then this is a little bit too long, right? So make that look a little bit, make it look a little bit closer to like that. And then this title, we got to make it bigger, guys. It's too small. So I'll go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. There we go, men's shirts. I will take the short description and drop it in there. And there you go, we have the short description. Now remember, your products will all dynamically update. So when you do this for one product, it'll apply it to all of the products. So you will not have to do it for every single product. I just want to make that clear. So you might think, oh, that's so much work. No, it's really not. So next we need to add in the category. So what we'll do is under the product meta, we'll select the product meta. And take that and drop it in there. So the product meta will just show the SKU number. It'll also show the category as well. So if you want to have that information on there, you can have it. You can also change it to stacked or table. I think table, it looks like yeah, sometimes when you go through these, you have to save it and then look at it from the outside because sometimes it won't update, but I think that looks good, right? I think that looks clean. We can add a divider to it, make it look nice. And then we have the price and then the add to cart. So we'll go find the price. We have the product price, which is there. And then we can update this. We can make it look cool. And the typography, we can change it to pop-ins. And then we can do bold. Is that updating? Let's see here. So, oh, that's the sale price. So sorry. So this is the one right here. So yeah, pop-ins. And then we can change that to, bold or whatever you want to do. And then we will add the add to cart button. So simply find the add to cart and drag it down there. All right, and then since this is a variable product, it recognizes that and it's putting it right here for us. So pretty cool. Now also on the bottom, we have social icons. So just like you guys build a normal page, you can just grab in some social icons, put it below it, and then align it, and then you can style that however you want. Also, if you want to add things like the reviews and additional information, you can add that to the bottom of the page if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But you can just kind of go and add whatever you want now. So product stock, we can add stock. Then I will add in something like the additional information. And we can also add in something like the, let's see, at this point we just want to get creative, upsells. And then we can add in something else. We can add in the product rating or something like that. So you can just keep adding to this and you can keep grabbing whatever you want and you can keep putting different stuff here. So product tabs, you can put the product tabs on this side and there you go. So you get what I'm saying here is that we can fully customize every single product page. So this is how you would decorate your product page if you want to do that. So what I'll do next is I will click on publish. So where do I want this to be displayed? Well, all products. Now you can get a little bit more complicated. So for example, if you want specific product categories to have a specific product page, you can do that as well. You can go crazy with a theme builder. There is no limits on what you can do. But I'll just say, you know what? I like this product page. I want it to be displayed for all of my products. So I will click on save and close. So this right here was our current product page, remember? Now I'm going to refresh the page and voila, now we have this different product page and it looks beautiful. Now let's go to our shop page and what you'll see is it'll actually dynamically update. So if I click on women's shirt, it's going to dynamically update. So women's shirts and everything is good. So it works for all of our pages. Pretty amazing. So what you can do is you can go through here, check out everything that you want, and just whatever you want to change, you can go ahead and do that. So I think that concludes this part of the video. So now we have a custom shop page, we have custom category shop pages, and we also have custom product pages. So that is a tongue twister. Okay, so we're going to do one last section for the 404 page. So for example, let's say your visitor goes to your website and they go to some weird link that doesn't really make sense. By default, it gives us this default theme setting. Now, maybe you want to have a more customizable 404 page. And let me just quickly show you how to do that. So you probably know what to do now. We'll go back to our dashboard. Now you're probably the Theme Builder Pro. Now you probably know a lot more about it than I do. So we'll go to the templates and go to Theme Builder. And of course, they keep reverting this back to the old style. I wish they didn't for video's sake, but in 6 months from now, it's going to be like this. So that's just how it is. So you'll see here I was messing around with the 404 one, but what we're going to do is I'll go ahead and delete this. So I'll go ahead and click on this and I will trash this one. All right. Now on the left side, you'll see error 404. Now you can also have this for search results and, other archive pages, But let's just keep it basic, guys. Come on, you know, here. Plus icon. Click on the plus icon for the 404 page. And here we go. So now they have a default 404 templates for us to use, which is really convenient. That's why we probably want to upgrade to the pro version. Or no, if you're using the theme builder, you have the pro version. So yeah, congratulations. So let's just keep it basic, you know, just for tutorial purposes. I'll just grab this one here with the red, yellow, and blue 404. Okay, cool. So now we have this 404 page. It looks really nice and clean and cool and flashy. And if you want to change this, you know, you can just put like, you know, whatever you want to add in here just by dragging, dropping in elements. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. All right. It didn't work out. All right, let's redo that. So to go back, just click on your history and go back. But you know, I don't even need to do that because I already have the heading here. So I'll just change this to something like, here we go. Let's see, lost. Go to homepage, you know, that's it. And then this right here, it looks like they have a link right here to the actual homepage. So I'll click on this little gear. Actually, let's add a button, you know, what's up with that? Let's add a button here. So we'll add a button. Okay, that looks, okay. It looks like this template, the text is really large and stuff like that. So here, button. Let's try this again. All right, moment of truth. Here we go. We're gonna put it down there. All right, and we're gonna center it. And this is going to be the home page. So I'm just going to put zenithwp.com. And that's it. It looks like there's a little glitch there, you know, something weird happened up there. I'm not going to edit it, but it'll look fine once we actually, you know, view the page. So let's go ahead and click on publish. And this will be our 404 page. I will save and close. All right. So I'm at my home page. Now let's go to a permalink that doesn't exist. There we go. And press enter. And there you go. So it says 404 lost, go to home page, click here. And if I click there, it should bring me back to my websites. And there you go. So that's just a way on how you can always redirect people if they get lost or something like that. So congrats, party people. You guys are theme builder professionals. So pretty simple, right? The Elementor theme builder is really simple to use. I mean, at first it can be a little intimidating, but you know, just give it like an hour or two and you'll like have it down 100%. So if anything changed in that video, let me know in the comments below and I will always update this tutorial. So go have fun, go build your website. My name is Darrel Wilson and I will see all of you guys in the next video.